Hello traders, Rich here and welcome to a new episode on how to analyze any chart from scratch. For today we've got Atom, a crypto asset, but of course you can apply the strategy on any instrument like a forex pair, commodity, index, stock and so on. You can check the previous episodes. Before we continue, I want to tell you about CoinCall, the largest altcoin options exchange. CoinCall provides fast, secure, and user-friendly trading, including futures and options for both beginners and advanced traders. If you don't have an account yet, you can use my referral link in the description below to enjoy 10% discount on trading fees. So let's start with Atom. As usual, we start from the higher time frames like daily and weekly to get an idea about the overall direction. Are we overall bullish, bearish, or stuck within a range, or maybe around a resistance, support, and so on? Once we know where we are in the market, we can know what to look for on lower time frames. So starting from weekly time frame, we can see that Atom lately rejected a very strong support zone. We've got multiple rejections from this area, previously support and resistance, and currently acting as support. Also lining up perfectly with around number 5 and even 4. So the 4 to 5 zone. Let's keep it like this for now. And next, if you go a little bit higher, you can see that we've got many rejections around this area, around round number 10, 9 to 10, right? You can see previously resistance, turned support, support again, and currently acting as a resistance zone. So just from this, I can locate, for example, a zone from 4 to 5. Let's do it real quick. And from 9, let's say, to 10. It's an entire zone, of course, not a laser level, so it doesn't really matter how you draw it, but I just like to go for round numbers. Next, you guessed it right. Yes, we've got the 15 to 14, right? Let's go for it. And here we go. You can see that Atom has been respecting round numbers with differences of 5, 5 to 10, and 10 to 15. And of course, you guessed it right, we've got the 20 right there, 20 to 21. Anyway, let's not draw it to save time, to keep these videos educational, short, at the same time beneficial. So we rejected this previously. Now around this area, from a long-term perspective, we want what? A breakup of the 10 to expect what? A movement towards a 50% movement towards the 15 round number. Now, to add an extra layer of confirmation, you can zoom into daily time frame. You can clearly see that we've got our baby RichTL indicator on. To analyze the chart from an objective manner, you saw how we drew the support and resistance using RichTL, and now from a market structure perspective, you can clearly see that we have been bullish, we have been bearish here, making lower highs and lower lows. And lately, you can notice that we had big impulse movements pushing the price lower, but then the impulse movements became flat and small, even smaller in size, which signals the start of an accumulation phase. And last but not least, we can see that we've broken above this big accumulation phase. We had a classic retest to it and we pushed higher like crazy. So this is it from a market structure perspective. I can't really add more, but if you zoom into H4 time frame, you can draw your trend lines, for example, like this one previously and like this one currently, which is a rising. Here we go, rising broadening wedge. Don't worry about the names, just connect the previous highs and lows. Let's go for orange, let's say, a different color. What we know from a macro perspective, we have a support, we have a resistance. From a medium-term perspective, from H4 time frame, we have been bullish, making higher highs and higher lows. Big impulse pushing the price lower, a correction, big impulse, and we are currently where? In a correction phase. Yes. So we are looking forward for trend following longs. If you zoom a little bit in, you can also see this demand zone, which is still fresh, untouched, unfilled, whatever you want to call it, lining up perfectly with the lower bound of this rising channel or rising wedge. So as we are here, as long as this area holds, we don't have a break, we'll be looking for a trend following buy or long on lower time frames. So now we zoom into H1 time frame and you can draw what? A correction phase, just like this one, for example. Let's go for blue, make an offset for it. This is it. Here we go. And That's it. Now what I'm waiting for as per my rules is any pattern here. We've got our customized patterns like BAL, golden swing and so on. But for those who aren't with our family yet, we have, for example, let's wait for a new swing high and then we can buy on its break upward. This would be a short-term to medium-term trade because we've got our resistance here from macro perspective from weekly time frame, but it can still push to around 10 to 20%. It depends if you trade futures or spot. We can go for risk management later on, but this is where we are now. We've got our demand zone on each 4, looking for a trend following buy. If we keep on pushing lower and break this channel downward, we've got this next rejection around 6 to 6.5, which will also be a demand zone where we'll be looking for longs. So look for long here. If broken, look for long here. This is from a medium-term, short-term perspective, and from a long-term perspective, wait for a break above the 10, and then we'll be expecting a push towards the next floor, towards 15. That's it for today. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, or you can even request any instrument that you'd like me to go over next. I'll see you on the next one.